get them on.
What's up, people of YouTube? This is Prolix Enigma here, and I brought back a guest, so introduce yourself.
It's me, Prolix Vortex.
Alright, and today we're going to talk about something that I'm sure a lot of Call of Duty fans have thought about in the past, and that is what the dream Call of Duty would be. And by the past, I mean the past few years, when Call of Duty seems to have taken a downhill spiral, so to say. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys have thought about what you would want in a Call of Duty and what the perfect Call of Duty for you would be. And today we are going to tell you what our perfect Call of Duty would be. So first of all, I'm going to do mine because I don't think that Vortex here quite has the whole concept of what I'm talking about when I explain this. So I want him to really understand how far you can go with this. And the way that I want my version of a Call of Duty to be made is I want there to be a 2-year gap. I want them to erase Call of Duty Ghosts. I want them to go back to Black Ops 2, when Black Ops 2 released, start that year over again. Then I want them to take that whole year and another whole year to produce a perfect, in my mind, Call of Duty. And by that, I mean keep all of the game modes that are already in Black Ops 2. Okay, so keep those game modes that are already there. But I want them to add, of course, new game modes. Like, I want Infected to be there. I like Infected. So, of course, I want game modes like that to be there. Drop Zone from Modern Warfare 3 should be there. Team Defender from Modern Warfare 3 should be there. Just all these game modes that they took out in the past that were good to some extent should be in there. But, like, with Call of Duty Ghosts, they messed up and they took out Demolition and Capture the Flag and things like that. And originally, they didn't have regular Search and Destroy in there. So, and they took out Ground War for the old generation consoles, so that's just kind of weird that they would do that. But I want those things to come back, and I want that game mode that was implemented at the end of Black Ops 2 to be in there, where you had the one flag, capture the flag. I didn't play it very much, but I thought it could be a cool idea. And then I want, as far as weapons to go, for every weapon class, like assault rifles, submachine guns, sniper rifles, I want there to be at least 20 different guns in every one of those. Every one of them. And I don't want there to be a riot shield. But I want there to be 20 different guns in every one of those selections. And then, of course, they need to balance them all out and everything. As far as perks go, I think perks are okay. There isn't a whole lot of changing that needs to be done to perks. Some things need to be a little bit nerfed, and they should come up with a couple new ones, but they have perks right for the most part, in my opinion. And then I want there to be fucking customization up the butthole. I want there to be so much customization that when I make my character, nobody else can look like my character. I want it to be like fresh out the womb, nobody else can look like me kind of character. I want there to be that much customization in it. I want there to be so many camos for your weapons. Like I want there to be like over 30 camos for your weapons. And I'm not saying create camos because then you'd have boobs and penises all over your guns all the time, and that just wouldn't be pretty. So, but I just want there to be so many different possible camos and ideas and things like that for the weapons and all that. And as far as maps goes, I think that there should only be about probably 15 maps that launch with the game, and there should be only 5 of those maps should be big. Then there should only be about 6 small maps, and the rest of them are medium-sized maps. And I feel like 80% of those maps should be symmetrical. They should be symmetrical and able to play competitively on and even, and they have a spawn on one end and a spawn on the other end. They should be playable in all game modes, and that's what I think of the maps. As far as bonus, like stuff in the game, like zombies and all that, if you're gonna add anything, it's zombies or you add nothing. That's just the way it should be. And then the campaign obviously should be there, but that's not something I'm going to talk about. But that is my ideal Call of Duty. For DLC, I feel like there should be at least one DLC every 2 months during the game's life cycle. Not like them making it while they're trying to make the game, because that could put less effort into the game and fuck shit up. I want there to be a DLC every 2 months, and in that DLC I want there to be 5 multiplayer maps, one zombie map that is, if there is zombies in that game, give or take whatever. I would really want there to be zombies in there. And then I want there to be 2 DLC weapons, and I want there to be 3 DLC camos. That's what I want from every DLC that would be in my Call of Duty. And this sounds like a lot of work, but motherfuckers, you better step your game up because I got expectations. And then as far as equipment goes, I want no bullshit. And if you're gonna put explosives in there, that's fine. But I want there to be a way for me to get away from them, based on how much I've played the game. If I've played the game for 3 days and I know, like 3 in-game days, and I know what it takes to get away from these like devices, then I should be like rewarded with not dying every time I hear a fucking beep. I don't like that. So if you're gonna put that kind of stuff in the game, then that needs to be there. And then attachments, I think that they have attachments right for the most part, except take out noob tubes, because even if they don't do any good, like even if they don't do, like hardly ever kill you, they still shouldn't be there, because when I do get killed by them, I get pissed. End of story. So that pretty much wraps up what I want to say, except for I want to say that it should be set in modern time periods. I want the game to be set in like 2000 to now, somewhere in there, with these current weapons and stuff like that. And kill streaks, they pretty much have right. Not too overpowered air kill streaks, but not too many ground kill streaks, because obviously we know that that's not as fun. There should be a nuke, but I want it to be challenging as fuck to get. I want it to be like, you have to get like 50 kills in a row. No, I'm just kidding. Like 30 or 35 or something like that. No, obviously no kill streaks or stuff like that, where it makes it more difficult for people to get. But anyways, that is my dream Call of Duty, and now it is up to Vortex.
Okay, so for maps, I would love for Treyarch just to make all of them, please. I would like a lot of small maps, not too many big maps. I'm not a big fan of big maps because it's just not as fun. And medium maps, they're alright. So put in about maybe 6 medium maps, 10 small maps, and 3 large maps. And I don't know, I'm not very good at math, so I don't know how many maps that is in all together, so have fun figuring that out. Guns. I want there to be a lot of different types of guns, a lot of variety, like a lot of SMGs, of course, because I'm an SMG player. Assault rifles, at least 20. More would be very nice. Sniper rifles, you could put in probably 10. Shotguns, maybe 2. LMGs, LMGs, probably. Yeah, I think 5 is a pretty good number for LMGs.
I don't think we've ever said anything about this, but we're not shotgun fans, so that's why he said that. Anyways, continue.
Well, pistols, I like the pistols from Black Ops 2, but the ones in Ghost, not really a big fan of, so.
I think that the pistols in Ghosts are good guns, they don't play well.
Yeah.
They were a good idea, they just don't play well.
Yeah, they were a good idea. They feel really weird when you use them. I don't know how to describe it. It just isn't the same. So, I mean, limit that to like maybe put in like 7. 7 pistols would be pretty good, I think. I'm forgetting something. I know I am.
I don't know if I mentioned in mine, but I don't want there to be riot shield.
Oh yeah, riot. Yeah, riot shields are dumb. Don't put those in. Combat knife. That's kind of I like that idea because
yeah, I don't mind that.
There's a lot of cool montages of knifing and stuff, so throw that in there. Oh yeah, marksman rifles. I thought this was a pretty. There should be marksman rifles. I like the idea of them adding that in, so I think there should be about maybe 10 marksman rifles and snipers around the same.
I just think that they should all require at least 3 or 4 shots to kill.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
2.
want them to. I don't want them to be overpowered. Like just crazy. Like, I don't know, man. They just need a. I think they should have a nerf on those guns, in my
For
opinion.
sure.
And then you can maybe even use them in competitive, but they're OPS crap right now, so can't really use them. I think that they should bring back more. Well, actually, they did do this in Ghost, but like more customization for your like red dot sight. So, you know, it's more customization is just better. I love customization and every.
Thank you. Customization is like key.
Yeah, you just have to have that. Otherwise, your game will fail.
Like, you think about it and you look at, for example, Far Cry 3, that game was fucking customization to the max, dude. Like, you
Oh,
built
yeah.
your character up from the ground, made him a beast. Good comparison.
All them tattoos.
Yeah. It was just it was a game based on how much you played, how much you got better, and what you like. You could tell who was a complete badass and who played a lot compared to somebody who hadn't. So,
I think that they should have that a lot more customization. Oh yeah, speaking of more customization, this might sound really weird, but I think it'd be cool if you could customize the color of the kill feed to be your own. Like, have you ever, like, say you've played COD 4 before, like recently, and it's hacked, and like the kill feed's all like pink and purple and stuff. Like,
yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like,
because like I like my kill feed to pop out. I want that shit to be like
yeah,
neon motherfucking pink.
because like in Ghost, you know, I can't. I mean, I don't think it pops as much as it should. Like in like the older Call of Duties. Like I felt like it was like I don't know. Maybe it's just where it is, and I'm still not getting used to. I don't know, but
And
kill
and
feed.
that makes me think of another thing. The characters need to pop out. Like, and I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
agree. The character,
Yeah.
like, I don't care if you're wearing a ghillie suit. Ghillie suit's customization. It should not, especially in Call of Duty, which is arcade shooter. I don't feel like it should help other. Like, I don't feel like it should help you stay hidden. Like,
I agree.
like when you get seen, you should have like a light orange outline around you. So it's not so strong that
Yeah.
you can't be mistaken, but strong enough to where like a good player sees somebody like, oh shit, that's a person.
But not so like intense. Like not so intense that it's like the tracker sight though.
Yeah,
But
like it has to be like a really
very
really
light.
faint. Like, you
Yeah.
know when you get close to an enemy and you see his name tag pop up in orange or whatever color it is, like that.
Yeah.
It just needs to be really light and faint, so you don't quite notice it.
Because sometimes, you know, you're playing, you know, and you just miss, like, just pass a guy that's just sitting in a dark corner and you just don't even see him. And like, it's grass and,
Then you get shot in the back.
yeah, you can't
Yeah.
see him. It's just, they need to be more visible.
And then like back to the kill feed thing. I want to be on one side of my motherfucking house and I want to see the kill feed from there. That's what I want it to be like.
And I think the map could even be bigger, like the little rectangle that they have.
Yeah, possibly.
The
As
map
long as they
could be
made
a little bit bigger.
it transparent enough.
Yeah. And the scoreboard. I don't like the scoreboard in Ghost, how it's in the right hand corner.
But if you think if you're having it made by Treyarch, then you won't have a problem with scoreboards.
Yeah,
But like
that's true.
seriously, Infinity Ward, you're gonna make Domination have the scoreboard for fucking team deathmatch? Like that's what that shit looks like. Come on, step your game up.
For real. It's pretty bad. Gosh dang. Okay,
What about kill streaks?
streaks? Well, I like the nuke idea that you had, but I think that they should just keep it at 25 kills.
Really?
Yeah,
I like the way Black Ops 2 had it with the 30.
yeah. But you didn't really get a nuke for it, you just got
Yeah.
the little emblem.
I want there to be an actual nuke, but
Yeah.
I like the idea for it to be 30, maybe even 35, give or take. I mean, I can't get that shit because I can hardly get a KEM, so I just think it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's all right. I like air support, but not too much air support. I don't know how to describe it. Like Killstreak says, I love specialist. I think that is Infinity Ward's like best idea for a kill streak or like
Yep.
just anything. That's
I agree.
just awesome. And you know, I think that they should put even support in there for like the guys that even like just can't really get a kill streak going. Like, I mean, you know,
But you
maybe
have
there's-
to make it so there's nothing that can kill you.
yeah, yes.
Just
Like
that.
I think it should just be UAVs,
Uh huh.
counter UAVs, stuff like that. Like
Yep.
nothing too overpowered.
Like
Ballistic vest.
ballistic vests are
Yeah.
all right as long as they're not too OP because based on like in Ghost when you how fast you die, it sucks. Like if they were gonna make you die that quick, I don't think they should have put ballistic vests in. Just because when you run up into somebody in a gunfight, dude, you're gonna
Yeah,
die. Like,
it's pretty bad. I think that they should have it like Modern Warfare 3 because I don't think it was that bad in
uh-uh.
Modern Warfare
It
3.
wasn't that bad except for the fucking tint you got on your screen when you took one. That yellow
Oh
fist
yeah,
tint. Yeah, fuck that.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. And what is this nonsense? Like, I don't know what it's even called. A squad mate? What were you
Oh my
thinking?
god. Oh
Just
my
stop.
god.
Just stop.
I,
And
I have to take a blow to the nuts here and say that I have used that just because it was hilarious.
and I don't. I mean, the Oracle. I want to say it's good, but I don't know. I think it. I don't like it. The idea of it. Like I like the idea of it, but it's just. I don't know,
I don't
man.
think it's too OP because it doesn't last very
No,
long.
no, it's not OP. It's just. It seems like it. I don't know.
Wait, is the Oracle the one that helps you see through walls or the one that follows you around?
Yeah, the one that
Okay.
helps you see through walls.
The one that follows you around is pointless.
Yeah, it's like a
Like,
little radar thing, night owl.
no, it's not a portable radar. It's a, well, sorta, but it like destroys explosives that get thrown at you, and I didn't even realize that shit.
Oh, it is. It's a portable radar. It just follows you around. Or
Ugh,
flies above you. I
I
don't
just
know.
think it's kind of pointless.
Damn, it's pretty stupid.
And it kind of makes you stand out. Like, who isn't going to see a flying orb?
Yeah.
You just kind of know there's somebody over there.
But other than that, I think that okay, lethals. I'm just gonna touch on lethals real quick. C4, IED, anything that blows up that's crazy OP, just stop. Just have frag grenade and Semtex, please. Throwing knife, that's alright, cause well, yeah, I'd say that's alright.
I think, but I don't want a throwing knife. I want like a tomahawk.
Yeah,
I would
tomahawk.
rather have
Okay,
that. Combat axe, whatever.
almost the same thing. For tacticals, nine bang. What were you? I mean, I know what you're thinking, but it's if you hold it for that long, it's an EMP. Like you should have just made like a separate EMP.
But you got to make that shit weak because they mess it up in
Yeah,
Black Ops
yeah.
2.
I didn't like that in Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
So just have a flash, concussion smoke, trophy, no motion sensor bullcrap,
No, no.
and
I mean, I don't mind EMPs being in there, but you got to, like, if you're going to throw an EMP, it should last no more than 10 seconds. 10 seconds, it's done. Because I
it,
remember getting EMP'd on Nuketown in Black Ops 2, and I would lay
last
there
like
for
it just
fucking
lasts.
like
Yeah.
25 seconds, and then I would stand up and get EMP'd again, and I'm like, what are you doing? Anyway. Idiot.
That's kind of the way it was too. It felt like forever too when you were
Yeah.
EMP'd. It's just like I want to know how close I am to my kill streak, man.
Yeah, it like, I mean, I don't mind EMPs, but you just gotta balance that. Like Modern Warfare 3's EMPs were all right.
Yeah. They had mono
Yeah,
had
they had,
EMPs.
yeah, but
Really?
nobody used them. Yeah, nobody ever used them.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, do it like that, because nobody will use them.
They just didn't last very long. That was the first Call of Duty they were implemented in, and they didn't last as long, so not as many people used them.
Okay. And
Yeah.
they were a pretty good source of getting points and
And Black Ops 2
2.
they were, yeah. I loved the little hacky thingy.
Oh yeah, that thing was
That
pretty
was a
sweet.
great idea. That was good.
Yeah.
Leave that there.
Yep. I'd agree.
And you need to like get rid of the tack inserts. Those
Oh
stink.
yeah. Yeah, you did a good job, Infinity Ward. I think that there should be about maybe 100 plus camos. I I really like the customization with camos. I think that it just adds a lot of personal like stuff to your camo, and like I don't want it so like everybody to have like the same one camo because it seems like
Yeah.
in about every Call of Duty there's about like one really popular camo.
Like I want there to be that. So like when you play like okay, so in Black Ops 2 when you got all the guns gold in a certain class you got diamond. Well, I want there to be diamond because I like diamond, but I want there to be like chrome too, like chrome plated weapons which is all silver. Like I think that looks really cool, like shiny silver.
Oh yeah, and what happened to camos for your secondaries?
Yeah, they had that so right in Black Ops 2, and then of course Infinity Ward fucks it all up, but that's usual.
Another really cool idea is, you know how you were going on about Diamond? What if you got all the guns Diamond? You should get an extra cool camo, like,
Yeah.
for all
Like
your guns.
that would be so hard though in this Call of Duty that we're talking about because of
Yeah,
all of the weapons. There's so
yeah.
many guns, and there has to be some bad ones.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, it'd be like one of them crappy shotguns from Black Ops 2.
Good
Oh.
point. Just take out the shotguns from the beginning. You have 0.
Oh man. And
Well,
when you're making like your characters, I want you to be able to customize your character's camo, like
like,
on their uniform.
yes, because, like, well, I mean, sometimes I kind of like it when they just have it like
Auto
this.
set it. Yeah.
Because then, like, like, maybe you're running, like, a snow camo and you're on, like, a
Mhm.
freaking jungle. Like,
Yeah, I
you're gonna
I
pop
get
out.
that, but
Then,
you should have the option to adjust that kind
yeah,
of stuff in game.
yeah, I think so, too.
I think Battlefield has that right, where you can change stuff in game. I like that.
Mm. Yeah, I like the way that they do their kits, like, how you can just, like, once you die, you can just change it out, like, immediately. Like, you don't have it on your class. Oh, you can change it right then or there. Like, I like that. I think that's cool.
I think that's a good idea too.
But it'd be cool if you could have, like, classes with your kids. Like, have a certain class that you want and ready to set up, so then, like, you can just switch to that one without changing, like, everything. Because sometimes it takes a while to change stuff, like your kit and stuff.
Yeah, it can be a waste of time sometimes, or it feels like it is.
Yeah. And, like, if you're playing, like, competitive, like, you would just be trying to do that, changing up your, like,
Yeah, I almost feel
loadout.
like that shouldn't be enabled in competitive though,
Yeah. That's true.
because yeah,
This
I
could
don't.
just, yeah, that'd be very, very bad because then you could just counter whatever the other people are doing.
Mhm.
Like, say somebody's thermal sniping with, like, smoke, like,
Then you could just throw on, whatever.
needle or
Yeah,
whatever. You know?
yeah, like yeah. So I don't think that should be
Yeah,
enabled
yeah.
for that. But anyway, on to the extra stuff.
Yeah. Like, okay, so for I think that there should be zombies for sure, no matter what. Like, don't put in some stupid special ops thing,
Or
even though,
like aliens. Really, come on now.
I forgot about that. But anyways, in Modern Warfare 2, I actually enjoyed the special ops. I'm not even gonna lie.
The Modern Warfare 2 special ops wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
Oh, and also when you beat the campaign, I want there to be something like the museum. That was really cool.
Yeah, I like that too. That was a lot of fun. But in zombies, what I think that they should do, this is like gonna be crazy hard for them to do, but imagine this, like an open world Call of Duty Zombies world where you get like 50 people, you put them on a big map, and it's kind of like DayZ. Like, that'd be so cool, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
and see, like I think you should take it to. I think it should be scaled down a little bit. Like, I'm gonna compare this to a completely opposite game, but Grand Theft Auto 5. Take Grand Theft Auto 5 size map and throw that into zombies.
Yes, I think that would be so cool.
In first person view.
That would be great. Oh,
And you can
what if you
even-
could? Oh, what if you could switch views, like third person to
Yeah.
first person?
And
That'd
you
be
could
so cool.
you could even make it in a city.
Yeah.
So there's vehicles where you can drive places out in the country.
They could have it like a city and then a country. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, just like pretty much just like.
Just pretty much like GTA 5. Just
Yeah.
take like a GTA 5 turned into Call of Duty Zombies. That would be freaking awesome.
That would be amazing.
And then you can also do it in a way where you have the waves still, but you can make the waves survivable enough to where you can still go up higher and higher and higher. And if you die, you don't have to restart, but you like. Basically, what it would be like is if you died at say you were, for emphasis on this, say you made it to round 180 and you died on that round, you wouldn't lose everything. You wouldn't like have to start over fresh, died, all of that. It'd be kind of like dying in Grand Theft Auto. You just lost a little bit of credit. Of course, the round would restart, but you would still have all your stuff. It'd be kind of like a stockpile,
Well,
and you could just keep going.
What I really don't enjoy about zombies, what makes my I don't have the drive to play zombies just because
Of how
Like
Yeah.
when you die at a really high round and then you restart, it's just so slow and it's just like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, I just did all this work just a little bit ago and now I have to do it all over again. It's so frustrating.
I think it should be an open world zombies with rounds, but the rounds should be based on how many zombies you kill. So round one, for example, since it's open world, you have to kill, for example, 100 zombies. Round two, open world, you have to kill 250 zombies, and it just keeps going up until you finally die, and then you just start over. Of course, you still have all your stuff that you've collected, but you just start over
And
the round.
I really like how like I think it would be really cool if it would be like I mean so I just want to go reference to like just DayZ so much just
Hmm.
because that's such a good zombies game.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. It really is.
but you know, that takes a lot of time and effort too, because imagine like you're getting all your gear and stuff, and then you die, and it's just like, oh, I just lost all that. Like all those hours just gone.
And that's
Gone
what I'm
for
saying. Like, I feel like if you have this open world game, you should be able to get all of your stuff, find a place where you feel safe and comfortable, and like kind of make it your home.
yeah,
And so where you
like
can put anything away there and it won't get taken. So if you do die, you still have what you put into that house, into that
like
safe haven.
back when DayZ was a mod, there was a mod for the mod DayZ that you could like build houses and bases and stuff, and like you could just take over the houses and like board them up and lock stuff. It's pretty sweet. Like that version of that DayZ mod thing was really cool.
But anyways, let's get back to Call of Duty.
Oh yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's like what all I want for zombies. So,
What do you think about the campaign?
campaign. Uh, it's it's fine. It's fine the way it is, I guess. I mean, I
I
don't
feel like
care.
it should be longer. I mean, I like the way that they have campaigns as they are now. Like they don't need to change much of campaigns. Um, I think that the best campaigns are Infinity Ward campaigns, despite the last one. The last one was all right, but it wasn't that great. They need to stay pretty long. They need to keep people's interest. I know Corey here is not the type of person who watches action movies and is able to get into the story or the plot of whatever's happening in that action movie. So I think you need to be able to make a Call of Duty campaign and keep the like mind of the younger people.
And to be honest, like I think that for campaign, I just thought of an idea. I think that they should have it like an open world game because I love open world campaigns. Like I just don't even
Yeah,
know,
but
man. Like
I don't think they could put an open world zombies
no.
and an open world campaign in.
No, no, definitely not. But you know, I'm just asking for a lot here, so you know, that's like
But
two different games, like three
uh-huh.
different games put in one. So that'd
But
be awesome.
and then you don't even like thinking of it, you almost don't even need campaign. With that other stuff,
Uh,
you could
I
almost turn the zombies into your campaign.
yeah, I think that they should do that. That's a good idea.
I think
But
Treyarch should release a zombies game, like strictly
yeah,
zombies, and put a whole bunch of work into it.
yes. What I think they should do. I've thought of this so much, dude. I think that they should release a Call of Duty Zombies. Okay,
Uh-huh.
have that Call of Duty Zombies and have all the maps, like all the old maps, on that disc. And then add on DLC, and then you can get the DLC like once a month. Well, maybe not once a month, but like
I think every 4 months.
yeah, like one map come out and just
Keep it
like
fresh.
yeah,
But if you're gonna do that, you better put a lot of work into those maps because I don't want anything crappy like the freaking jail in Black Ops 2 or almost anything
yeah,
from Black Ops 2 for that matter.
yeah. I
Black
wasn't
Ops 2
really a fan of
Zombies
Black Ops 2
wasn't
Zombies.
like I keep it simple, keep the survival aspect there. Quit
Yeah,
trying to make it so we have to build stuff. I'm not a huge fan of that.
neither am I.
Keep it
I don't
simple.
like it.
You can
Like the
add as many guns as you want in there.
oh yeah,
Just make it as simple. Just
please, just gun overlord, overlord, please. Like I've always wanted to play like Call of Duty Zombies with like Modern Warfare 2 guns or like you know
yeah.
Infinity War guns too. Like
They
that'd
kind
be
of
so cool.
they were kind of able to do that with the last one, Black Ops 2.
Yeah, they were, but I don't think that it needs much more to it. Well, it does need more to it, but I mean, guns is that's the last thing I could ask for.
Yep, just kind of sort of just don't make it so complex. Not as much building crap. Basically, you just want survival.
Yeah.
And I do like the idea of the opening the doors. So if you were to implement that into the open world, you could say, here's this ginormous skyscraper. In order for me to open this door, I have to kill a lot of zombies because, like I had mentioned before, you are able to survive longer, and so you can get more. Because like if you were able to keep the basically, because say you made these humongous skyscrapers, and say you had these vehicles, and the only way you could get into these vehicles to go into the countryside of things is either you hiked your way out there through all these zombies, or you killed enough zombies to have enough money to unlock this car that's here and drive away in. And then like you could add stuff to the vehicle with more money that you get from killing zombies and so on.
Man, you talking about skyscrapers and stuff is making me think of Die-Rise or
Die-Rise.
whatever. No, not yeah. I think is it Die-Rise?
I think it's Die-Rise, yeah.
Which, by the way, I was in the top 1,000. Get some.
Oh my god, I
Just
remember
saying.
that.
Just
This kid played it when it was like first released, like within the first like hour, and he plays it and ends it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, the top
Hey,
1,000." And what round did you get to?
I got to round 20, so that's reasonable.
That is reasonable, but it's still like, come on,
Like-
it just released. Give it a day.
After a day, I was probably in, I don't even know. I don't
Yeah.
even care, but that's besides the point. I was in the top 1,000 at one point in time. That's enough said.
Okay. Anyways, we're gonna wrap this up. This is the Call of Duty of our dreams. We each gave our own opinions, and we know this will never happen because neither one of the people who make Call of Duty put this much effort into anything they do. But it's it's obvious the potential that it could have based on the fans. Like I don't even know if our requests were realistic enough to do in 2 years, but they could try. That's pretty much all we wanted to say. We're gonna wrap this up. The video you will see on screen soon is going to be the top 10 game franchises of current time, I guess I could say. They're popular and all that. Top 10 in my opinion. And Twitter, Facebook links will be down in the description. Please like and subscribe. Prolix Vortex Twitter will be down in the description. You guys need to yell at him, tell him to make a YouTube channel and such. And that is pretty much it. Anything else you want to say before we end this?
We forgot to talk about prestiging.
Fuck. Okay, reverse. I will end this in a minute. Let's talk about prestiging.
Get 'em all.